Michigan Out of Doors Online is brought to you in part by...
For over 30 years, Vanguard Outdoors has made the gear that turns a regular hunt into another fine day of field. We know that a good shooting stick or a nice pair of binoculars can make or break your day. Our design teams include serious hunters who work hard to bring you the best sporting optics, shooting sticks, tripods, bags, and more. We are Vanguard Outdoors.
Hi everybody, welcome to Michigan Out of Doors. I'm Jenny Silik and we have a brand new exciting show in store for you this week, and it's all about deer. With a couple of early seasons already under our belts here this year, we're going to share with you a couple of great hunts. I had the pleasure of spending time in a blind with a young lady and her dad for the youth deer season in the Thumb area. It's a hunt that you won't want to miss. We're all going to be talking about it for quite some time. And then we'll switch gears and check out what Jimmy did for the early doe season.
Well, that's right, Jenny. We do have one more story on this week's show to kind of round things out, and it's getting to be a season that I'm more and more excited about every year, and that is the early doe season here in the great state of Michigan. It's a great way to kind of kick things off and fill the freezer to kind of start the season. You won't want to miss this week's show. Lots of good deer hunting action. You stay tuned. I'm Jimmy Gretzinger, and it's time for Michigan Out of Doors.
From the first spring rains to the soft summer breeze, dancing on the pine forest floor, the autumn colors catch your eyes. Here come the crystal winter skies. It's Michigan, Michigan out of doors.
What a beautiful day in the woods.
Someday our children all will see this is their finest legacy, the wonder and the love of Michigan. As the wind comes whispering through the trees, the sweet smell of nature's in the air. From the Great Lakes to the quiet stream, shining like a sportsman's dream, it's a love of Michigan we all share.
Michigan Out of Doors is presented by Country Smokehouse, a sportsman's meat processor and Michigan destination since 1988. Offers a variety of homemade smoked meats and Michigan-made products in-store and online. The Country Smokehouse features an outdoor barbecue and bar. Details at countrysmokehouse.com.
By G5 Outdoors, makers of the Quest and Prime bows, manufactured and designed in Memphis, Michigan. G5 offers a line of archery bows, broadheads, and accessories on the web at g5outdoors.com.
By Greenmark Equipment. Greenmark Equipment is a John Deere dealership network in southwest Michigan and northern Indiana. Greenmark provides sales and services to farmers, commercial businesses, large property owners, and homeowners. Information about pricing and products available can be found online at greenmarkequipment.com.
This moment brought to you by DTE's Clean Vision.
This next hunt has been in the works since last winter. I've known Dan Antashesky and his family for a few years now, and his daughter Maddie asked me if I'd tag along with her for this year's youth deer season, and I couldn't pass it up.
So in our field that we're hunting in, we have 2 bucks that I want to aim for. So we have there's a nice 9-point, and then there's an 11-point that has 7 on one side and 4 on the other.
All right, and you've been practicing your shots?
I have. On my dad's phone, we pull up pictures of every way and like practice with them.
All the angles?
Yes, we do.
Nice. And what kind of gun are you using?
I'm using a 350 Legend.
Nice. All right, how far out are you comfortable shooting it?
150 is my max, but with certain angles, 100.
Okay, great. Sounds like you're ready, dialed in.
I'm very ready.
All right. Stan?
Yes.
You've created a hunting machine.
I have. The legacy continues with her. So my mother was a big hunter, so this is the next up is Maddie for women hunting in our family. So we're excited to get out there today.
Yeah.
So a lot of people look at me and they think she's just such a delicate little girl. And then I tell them that I hunt and they're like, their mind's blown.
How old are you?
I'm 11, turning 12 in a few months.
Maddie and her dad had been scouting this land all summer, and they had what they hoped was the perfect setup for tonight.
So we're hunting up in Sanilac County. We're hunting on 340 acres. It's a really good buddy of mine. It's his family's property. So a lot of nice deer here. So we're hoping the kids can get lucky and get one tonight. This is her 4th year hunting now. She's been lucky enough to bag three good bucks, and hopefully she can get another one tonight. She's sitting over an 80-acre bean field tonight. So
Awesome. And tell me what you guys were doing earlier today.
So we were just at a football game. She's a cheerleader, so we were cheering, and right from all dressed up in her cheerleading outfit right to the woods and coming out for the evening hunt.
Well-rounded. Well, it was looking like their scouting had paid off. Within 20 minutes of setting up, Dan and Maddie started seeing deer in the bean field. Maddie was looking for a mature buck, but these guys kept us entertained in the meantime.
We've seen about 13 deer. We've seen a bunch of does and fawns, probably 7 or 8. And then we've seen about, I think, 2 bucks. We've seen a spikehorn and a 4-point that was in velvet.
It was a good sign to see all the deer activity here in the field Maddie was hunting. She was dialed in and ultra-focused, poised and ready for a bigger buck to make an appearance at any moment. We continued to be entertained by all the action out here as many does, fawns, and smaller bucks paraded past us.
So we had a 9-point on camera for a while. He has 5 on one side and 4 on the other. And he just came out in the midway of the woods. So I'm really excited. He's too far for our range though, so I'm hoping he turns towards us and we can get a good crack at him.
With plenty of daylight left, Dan and Maddie were feeling confident that this buck would eventually make his way closer to us. They watched the deer movement and patterns on their trail cams and only hunt this spot in the afternoons.
So we're sitting out in this 80-acre bean field. We generally don't hunt mornings here in the bean fields. We're afraid of jumping the deer coming into the blind, so we wanted to do this for an afternoon spot.
Dan Antashesky and his wife Reese have a couple of sons who are grown now, and he treasures his time in the blind with Madison and this passion they share for the outdoors.
So I had 2 boys I raised to hunt, and they liked hunting, but not like this girl. This girl just loves to deer hunt. She has been with me in the blind since she's been 4. And she would hunt in the cold, the warm, everything. She loves the outdoors.
We were watching 2 great bucks, one in full velvet and one with bare antlers already. They were staying over 200 yards away and out of range for Maddie's comfort level with her 350 Legend.
So all afternoon as we were sitting here, we were watching deer come up this east edge of the woods. And they would come out and go back in, and they would keep doing it back and forth. And then as the sun started to get down, they started to work out a little bit in the middle of the field.
With the minutes ticking away on the evening hunt, our hopes were high that we would start seeing some of these deer work their way towards the blind and into range for Maddie to shoot. At 7:30, a doe with a group of fawns popped out of the field edge less than 100 yards away. As Maddie and Dan were watching them, a buck stepped into the field with them.
Oh, right there, Maddie. Here comes a good buck. Look at him. Wow, that's a dandy. You gonna take that one?
Yeah. Broadside.
Yep, he's right there. He's got his broadside. Wait till he stops. Okay, you ready? Go ahead.
He's quarter 2.
Right on the shoulder.
He's quarter 2.
Go ahead.
He's broadside.
Yep, wait for him to turn.
He's broadside.
Wait for him to turn. Go ahead when you're ready.
Okay.
going?
I don't know, but he's slowing down.
Come on, go down, baby. He's going down. He went down. He did it. Good job.
I'm really excited.
Woo! Right here, baby. Good job.
I went to fist bump here.
Good job.
Oh my gosh. Let's see your hand. Are you shaking? Oh, that's so cool, guys.
Yep. He's done.
Now the hard part is the weeding out, but there's still some deer out there.
They're all still standing out there. Good job. That's
what
a
was
good.
He?
He's big. I think it's that one went in and shedded his velvet, and I think he came back out.
He has a bright red.
I think that's that one that we seen.
The 9 or the
I think
8?
He went in, shed his velvet, and came out. Yeah.
So I think it was a 9 point, maybe a 9 or an 8, but it was really big. That's all we know. And bright red. So he had like just shedded his velvet.
Awesome, guys.
We've seen this deer a handful of times scouting, lots of hours with the binoculars looking out in this field. He's been out here a few times, and he would go to a different field, and he'd just come back and forth, and we were lucky he came out here tonight. Did you shoot something? Did you get one?
Tell me, please.
Look for bloody antlers. Look up ahead.
Oh my God.
Look where he moved.
Look at the blood now.
He didn't even get all his velvet off.
Look at it. It's a big 9. Oh my goodness.
Look at he does.
Where's the exit hole?
Maddie. Madison, look at him. Let's hold him up. Look at he's all blood. Nope, turn him this way. Wow.
That is cool, guys.
What in the world? Sit back here. We'll hold him up like that.
How neat.
Maddie, way to go, sweetie.
What do you say?
I say this is awesome.
Look
You're
at
like
that.
cool as a cucumber.
As they got Maddie's buck tagged and took it all in, she took care of a couple of important details.
Okay, so right now we're gonna call my mom. We just found the deer, found the hole where I shot him. Mom's trying to find us. We're trying to find Mom. We just tagged him, took some pictures. So yeah.
Basking in the glory of the mosquito cloud.
As they waited for the family to show up and celebrate, Maddie and her dad had time to inspect her bruiser of a buck a little more closely and are certain he's the same buck we saw earlier.
So we seen him a little bit earlier over here on the east side of the woods, and then he ended up with full velvet, and then he went into the woods and started shredding it, and then came back out, and she got the shot. It's just hanging
And he
there.
was like in and out, and
Look at the back side.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Wow.
This is an unbelievable feeling seeing your little girl shoot something like this. So proud of her. The legacy continues.
Look at that. Hang on, let me see this side. So he
You
does
can let
get
that
some.
hand go.
That is crazy, guys.
Wow.
You know what else is crazy is the mosquitoes out here.
Unbelievable. This hunt was even more exciting knowing that Dan and Maddie had several trail cam pics of this buck over the last several weeks, too.
Yeah, it was a shock when you could see this deer. When we first seen him, all you could see was the red on his rack. We just knew he recently shed his velvet. And then we didn't realize right away, but this was the exact deer we seen 2 hours before that was full velvet. So it just happened. So on top of just going out on the range and shooting, Maddie has taken into having a picture of a deer and drawing lines on it like behind the front shoulder, middle of the body, and she does this over and over on the phone on edit. So then when the deer comes out, it's all just second nature to her, the payoff's there. Isn't that a
What do you
nice
think,
buck?
Mama?
Amazing. I couldn't be more proud.
I think it's safe to say Maddie's entire family is pretty darn proud of her. Her dad told me afterwards that his own hunting career hit its peak today, and there's no way it gets any better than watching a hunt like this unfold for your daughter. I imagine he's right. This was a day that will go down in history for the Antashasky family, and a great memory was made here in Michigan's Out of Doors.
Over the last few years, I have gotten more and more excited about this early doe season because it's a chance to put some brand new fresh venison in the freezer before the more traditional seasons got started. And this year I was even more excited to hit the field because I had a new gun in tow. All right, well, we are here with Skeeter Beckman from Brenton Arms. And Skeeter, we've been, over the last, I don't even know how many years, all our big buck nights, seems like 80–90% of the deer are shot with a 350 or a 450. When I moved to, gosh, it's been a long time now, but started hunting in the shotgun zone, everybody called it, for years. I started with a muzzleloader, then went to a 20 gauge slug, but now these AR platform guns have kind of taken off, and we're here today to kind of break one in. We're going to have you explain what that means in a little bit, but what's kind of the advantage of hunting with an AR style gun, and what is this whole breaking in thing all about? What are we going to do here today?
Well, we're gonna introduce you to this rifle, so you're feeling really comfortable shooting it. I think they're a little bit intimidating looking when somebody who hasn't used one of these on the an AR platform before. But it's a really effective way to put that 350 or a 450 downrange, and especially chasing whitetail deer in Michigan. It's a great round. So what we're going to do is we're going to shoot 2 clean, shoot 2 clean, shoot 5 clean, shoot 5 clean, shoot 5 clean, and then we got one more bullet, and we're going to leave it dirty.
Okay, but we're going to sight as we go, kind of a thing.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we'll be dialed right in.
Okay.
What we're doing is microscopic imperfections are in this barrel. We are going to lay down a layer of copper to make sure that this thing is sub-MOA and drill and tax by the time we leave here.
And this is not something that people need to be afraid of. It's a little bit different looking, but it's actually, this one kind of, the forearm has a feel of like a Remington to me. It kind of feels like
that design was put together. When you pick it up, there's a familiarity with it. You feel it and go, this feels just like Grandpa's 270 or .6. It was designed that way. We took really all of that paramilitary stuff off of it, and it is a precision hunting rifle. This was your first shot. This was your second shot, and then those were the other 2. So we're in there.
Now, how much of that is just, so the new barrel would be, it should be getting a little bit tighter, wouldn't it, from that clean barrel to?
Yep. And it could have been first shot, second shot, then I cleaned it, then we hit it there, then you hit it there again.
So that was just for because they bore sighted it at the shop this morning.
They did a good job.
I would say they did.
They did a good job.
How's it looking?
It is dead. That target's going nowhere.
Well, I'd say this thing shoots out of the box pretty stinking accurately. It's got a really nice trigger too. There's no creep or nothing. I'm not really sure if we're going to adjust this is just bore sighted. And I've shot it 5, 6, 7, 8 shots, I think. And it's just tore right up. That's at 50 yards. It's basically dead on. I mean, that's as good as I can shoot. We are out of a dead sled, so that does take a mediocre shooter like me and makes us look better than we are. But, you know, we're going to look at some of the, really this is, I know some people say you can, no, not some people, a lot of people say that this is a 300-yard gun. I'm not going to shoot a deer at 300 yards with it, even though people can and do, but I'm looking at this as really like a 200 to, you know, a little bit beyond 200-yard gun. Most of my southern Michigan deer that I'm going to shoot are going to be, most of them have been inside of 100 yards, but I really like a good 200-yard gun, and this is definitely that. So I'd like it to be zeroed in maybe just an inch and a half high at 100 yards, so I know at 200 yards it's going to be 2 or 3 inches low. That's what I'm going to use it for. You ready?
Mm-hmm. Got it. Swinging away.
Swinging away, baby. Beauty.
What do you think?
Tack driver, baby.
Fantastic.
A lot of fun. I think we're ready to go hunting.
Yep. Couple weeks, that'll be meat.
Bam.
In the freezer.
Back straps, baby.
Yeah. It's a way to take a brand new rifle. We put 20 rounds through each of them, and each gun is shooting an 8-inch and even a 4-inch gong at 220 yards consistently.
I have to say I was pretty impressed with this gun. Most all the parts are made right here in Michigan, which is a nice touch as well. Good old Skeeter was quite the guru, but he wasn't done just yet. One of the best parts of this job is the people you meet and the places you get to go. He mentioned to me his buddy's cool pole barn who just happened to want a few does taken off of his property. Well, I said, sure, I guess I can help out. Well, not all pole barns are created equal. This was quite the place. So after our time at the Twin Lake Gun Club a few weeks earlier, here we were this past weekend, both overlooking a foggy morning on the opener of the early doe season. Of course, as the sun slowly rose, all we were seeing here were some small bucks, and then some really nice bucks. We were situated in a nice shooting shack, and we both had a gun in our hands. Somehow, I was lucky enough to be the first shooter. We finally had a doe working her way out of the cover. She was in some tall grass, and we just needed her to work her way out. She seemed to be an adult doe. We just needed her to present a good, clean shot opportunity. She was kind of quartering.
Yeah, no, it was a good shot. She went straight up the hill.
Okay. Well, she looked like she was kind of starting to go back in, so I thought I better just go ahead and take her.
She was, that was a good shot. Good shot.
Okay, good. Yeah. Well, we've been seeing nothing but bucks all morning. Yeah. I figured we better take a doe pretty quick. She looked like a mature doe.
Yeah, nice long nose, way back. That was a good animal.
She was quartering away a little bit. It looked like a good shot to take, so. Looked like a lot of back straps right there, so.
That's right. Middle's on the table.
All right. Well, let's just hang tight. Let her just go off and do her thing and see if we can get one with that fancy scope of yours that records everything, so.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Nice. Perfect. All right, let's hang in here. I think that felt pretty good. I think I had it right by the ribs and it was angling up in there. Perfect little back straps here with the old 350 Legend. So we did what we wanted to. We only saw one doe this morning. We were hoping for a double, but good old Skeeter's gonna head out here this evening and put a few more down, but thanks for running the camera there, young fella.
Hey, no problem.
What a perfect morning. It was nice and cool, and what a perfect morning to be in the woods. I've actually come to really love this early doe season. Fresh meat right at the beginning of the season. Thanks to all the guys that helped make today happen, and good luck to all the hunters hitting the fields right here in Michigan's Out of Doors.
Thanks so much for joining us this week for Michigan Out of Doors. You're going to want to stick around in the upcoming weeks here this fall on the television show. We already have so many great things headed your way. You won't want to miss them. We'll be in the Upper Peninsula and the Lower Peninsula for 2 different bear hunts. We'll also visit the UP for a grouse hunt. We'll be in the UP again for bass fishing and on Houghton Lake for bass fishing. We've got a pheasant hunt headed your way. All sorts of great things already on the docket. If you'd like to see where we are and where we're headed next, you can check us out online.
Well, that's right, Jenny. Online is a great way to kind of keep tabs on us. Of course, you can do that through our website, our different social media platforms, as well as YouTube. And if you're looking for something fun to do this weekend, September the 23rd, our friends at Jay Sporting Goods are hosting their Michigan Monsters event. It's a great way to see some big deer, hear some big stories. That's happening this September the 23rd. And our friends over at WDCQ are having a wild game dinner mid-October actually, October 16th. If you're looking for something to do next month, both Jenny and I will be there for their wild game dinner, and they still have some tickets available. Check out their website for more information there. So much happening around the state of Michigan. Get out and enjoy it. And as always, if we don't see you in the woods or on the water, hopefully you'll see you right back here next week on your PBS station.
Michigan Out of Doors is presented by.
Do you dream of somewhere bigger than your backyard? You can get there with Greenstone. Whether you want to hunt, fish, hike, or just watch the sunset, we're ready to help you own your place in the great outdoors. To learn more, visit greenstonefcs.com.
By Alta Equipment Company, providing sales, rentals, service, and parts because uptime matters. From earth moving to landscaping and light construction, Alta offers over 50 brands across 7 Michigan locations to serve you. More information online or 844-GO-2-ALTA.
By G5 Outdoors, makers of the Quest and Prime bows, manufactured and designed in Memphis, Michigan. G5 offers a line of archery bows, broadheads, and accessories on the web at g5outdoors.com.
This moment brought to you by DTE's Clean Vision.
When I wander far away, a dream stays with me night and day. It's the road that leads to my home state. I am a Michigan man. Changing seasons paint the scene like rainbow trout in a hidden stream. The white-tailed deer in the tall pine trees. I am a Michigan man. I am a Michigan man. Ask where I'm from and I'll show you my hands. Lord above, I love this land. I am a Michigan man. From the Keweenaw down to St. Joe, Kalamazoo, East to Monroe, to St. Marie and back again. I am a Michigan man. I am a Michigan man. Ask where I'm from and I'll show you my hands. Lord above,